God's Day, God's Day. Welcome to God's Day on this Monday afternoon. How are y'all? Give me just a second. I'm so true. Well, God's Day, how are y'all? How are y'all on this marvelous Monday? How y'all been? I pray everybody is doing great. Um, Thanking the Lord for waking us up this morning, whatever time you woke up, you took a nap or whatever. Thanking God for what He has done, bringing you this far. Keep on doing these amazing, wonderful things He's been doing for you. And I'm grateful to God that He has been doing it. And yet again, we woke up, starting us on our way for whatever reason. I'm grateful that He did. He thought enough of us to keep us together and hold us together today. Grateful for the little bitty things that He does. Keeping a roof over our head, clothes on our back, bringing us through this pandemic. All the things that's going on the outside. God's still keeping you in your right frame of mind. He's still holding on to you. You're still in the land of the living and not the land of the dying. I guess that whichever way you want to put it. But I'm grateful to God for how He is just doing these amazing things that He has been doing. And because He's able to keep us here together, to join again together today. Grateful for those amazing things. He's just so awesome. He's just so great, so wonderful. And I'm grateful to God for Him for doing the little bitty things that He does. Just being able to keep us with food on the table, being able to just say, thank you, Lord, once again. Thank you. You too. Thank you. Doing those amazing things. We do not own the rights to these songs that you may hear it playing in the background. I do not own the rights to it. But also just wanted to let you know, I'll know about the podcast that I have, the podcast, God's Day podcast. So you can go to any one of your local or to your platform, your podcast platform, and it will be there. Apple Podcasts, Google, Spreaker, a whole lot of other ones. If you go to my God's Day page, the link is at the top. Click on that link. That link will take you to all of the podcasts that you can download every episode. From day one. I think we've been doing a podcast for about 3 months now. So you can go back and listen to the podcast from then up until now. And you will be able to listen to some amazing things that we have talked about on here. Hey, how are you guys today? Some amazing things that we have been talking about. Some stuff that has been going on. Even some new stuff that's getting ready. We're going to get ready to talk about. But for those that may not know, I am Aunqunic Collins, the host of God's Day. And also, this platform is just here to just talk about anything, any and everything, whatever's going on with you, vice versa, whatever. How you been? Just this, all this is, we just talk about stuff people are afraid to talk about, stuff that people are afraid to put forth in the forefront, whether it's dealing with church, whether it's dealing with your relationship, family, kids, whatever. We talk about everything, whatever it is. Let's discuss it. Excuse me, I should have got me some water. But that's what this is about. So if you hear us just talking about any other conversations, hey, how are you, God's Day? If you hear us on here just talking about stuff, just know whatever if somebody may have said, hey, let's talk about this, let's talk about that. We'll talk about it, bring it up. You join in, you got some help. You can help somebody with whatever the situation is. Excuse me. let's make sure we get together and we help each other, because it's not about me or whatever. Hey, how are you guys day? We just try to get together and help each other out. We all need help, but everybody don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. So if I don't have all the answers, if we bring up a topic or whatever that we can talk about, let's talk about it as a whole. Let's talk about it together. And so we can do that kind of stuff. Also, if you would like to be a guest on the podcast, you do not have to meet up or anything. We can do it virtually. Whatever topic you want to discuss, you want to help somebody, you got a testimony, you got an event coming up, maybe months from now, since we all quarantine. Maybe you want to talk about that or something that's happened in the past, or you can help somebody with something and you dealing with some stuff that you just want to get off your chest. You can do it here on God's Day. More than welcome to do it with the podcast. But again, you can be a guest, and we don't have to be face to face. You can do it virtually. Y'all been seeing all this stuff going on that's virtually. We can still do that as well. So let's just make sure that you don't forget about that. You want to be a guest? Email me, godsday81@gmail.com. Again, GODSDAY81@gmail.com. And just say, hey, I want to be a guest. I want to talk about this. I want to put this out there. I told y'all last week, if you want to be a person that talk about depression, you want to talk about mental illness, any of those things. Hey, how are you guys? Mental illness, depression, schizophrenic, anything that's dealing with anything. If you want to be a guest and say, hey, I've been down that road, I've been down there. Hey, how are you guys? I've been down that road. I've been in that world, and I want to put it out there, and I want people to bring awareness to it. Domestic violence, breast cancer, any of those things, any type of cancer. I'm not just putting it out to one thing. I'm just saying if there's something in particular that you would like to talk about, that you would like to bring up, that you want to bring awareness to, or you want to get support from, let me know. Let's talk about it. Let's put it out there. It's a lot of things that, again, people are dealing with. You got folks that's dealing with domestic violence. Just think about the folks that are at home with someone that are abusing them, or they're not in the best relationship. They don't have the best relationship with that person, but they have to be there with them because we're quarantined. We're confined into whatever space that we're in. And not only us as grown folks, but children. They don't have a choice. Excuse me. Children don't have a choice but to go with what their family has, living with their family member or their cousin, that auntie, their uncle, whatever. And you don't know what abuse look like. So everybody's just saying, I don't know why they don't look like you. Don't know what it look like. Everybody, you can look at folks and you thinking they have the best relationship, they have the best household, they have the best everything, until push come to shove and they don't have it. And they can be the most loving Christians, okay? They can be the most saved people in the entire world. They can be the most beautiful people. They can have it all, look like they have it all together on the outside. But deep down inside, they are, they're hurting people. They're hurting themselves. They don't know how to communicate with people on the outside world because they don't know how to love themselves or whatever. So that's why I say, if you have been, or maybe just pray for those people that if that's not you, or that's not the world that you live in, pray for those that may have to be living in that world, especially right now, since you just can't get out or can't do anything. And I think there has been some situation that has happened that somebody has been abused since we have been confined into the house or whatever. And it has caused some other issues or whatever. That person may have passed away or whatever the case may be. But for the big part, the most part of it is just to have the conversation and talk about it and let someone know that you can get out of that situation. You have help. You don't have to be in it alone. Even for those that may be thinking about committing suicide, you can get out of that situation. You do not have to be in that situation alone. You do not have to feel like you have to do the things that you want to do. And I'm not talking only like, I'm the expert or I know any, this big thing. But I'm just saying, if you are someone that can help somebody else, say, I've been down that road, I know what it's like. Let me talk to you, or let me help somebody that has been. And if this is the way that you get a chance to do it, is by being on God's Day, in order to get that word out, to get that information out to somebody that can get the help that they need. I know when we was growing up, we didn't have all these help numbers and resources and stuff, but nowadays you need that. You need the resources. You need the help. You need somebody to talk to. And everybody don't know everything. And maybe, hey, how are you? Sister in love, how you doing, guys? But come on, because I didn't even see that. Because you a cousin, come on. I got post-op poetry. I'm behind. I got the post-op portraits. But anyway, if you're that person that's dealing with those kind of things and you don't know how to get out of it, or you don't know what to do, maybe we can find somebody that can help you and discuss those things. It don't have to be anything that's out here or on here. It can be behind the scenes, email or whatever, and say, hey, I'm looking for somebody to help me with this, and then see if we can get together and help somebody. Nobody have to know your name or know that it was you that was asking for the assistance to get out of a situation. Abusive situation. Abuse is just not physical. Okay, it can be verbal. That's not the only, somebody just belittling you or talking you down or just talking trash, all the time, don't have nothing positive to say about you. It don't have to be just that one person that just does. That's the one thing. Oh, they're abusive. Everybody think it's physical. It's not just physical abuse. There's other type of abuse. And again, if it's dealing with drugs and alcohol or whatever, maybe there's somebody on here that can help get someone to that place where they need to be. Because we're all here to help somebody else out. Again, I don't know. I can tell you about certain things, but I don't know about a whole lot of the stuff that fits because I have not been down that road. But you may have a family member that's dealing with depression and you don't know what to do with it because you've never been with that. So we can help, some kind of way to get that person there to help. That's why I said if they want to be a guest, they want to talk about it, put it out there. Hey, how are you guys today? They want to put it out there and let people know what's going on and get the word out, because this stuff has to be stopped. We are dealing with enough. It's all this other stuff that's going on, and it's just too much. And so that's why I said, because of we are at home or quarantine or whatever, you have places or resources that we can use or to help each other out by being there and say, hey, I want to talk about it. I've been having this on my chest for a couple of years now. This is what happened. No, you have to use anybody's name or say exactly where you were, anything like that. It's just putting the word out and getting somebody else that help. Because if you can make it, God only allowed you to make it. You could tell your testimony and have somebody else for them to make it. You never know how connections are. You never know where the Lord will lead you or where he's going to take you down that road for you to be assistance to somebody else. And you may not see it. The Lord is probably preparing you for the stuff that you went through so you can help some young girl that may be, dealing with that, thinking that's love, the way that she's being talked to, or the way she's being hit or touched or whatever, she thinking that's love, and it's not. And if you've been down there where you can say, hey, I want to be that person to talk to that young lady and say, baby, that's not love. Let me show you what love is. Let me help you with love is. And I know everybody say, I had daddy issues. My daddy wasn't around or whatever. Whatever your story is that can help somebody, that's the point. It's no judging on my end, because, hey, everybody got a story. We've all done something. We've all been a part of some type of situation, but for the most part, it's to help somebody else out. Don't be afraid of what your story is or what your testimony is. Don't be afraid of that, because you can step out there and put that testimony. You just be like, oh my gosh, I saved somebody's child. I saved somebody's son. I saved somebody's auntie, uncle, daddy, mama. I've saved somebody. Hey, Miss Felicia, how are you guys today? I saved somebody, but by you giving your testimony, and it may not be even, some folks may frown upon it. Again, you don't have to be no names have to be given or where you were. That's up to you, because it's your story, so nobody can tell you how to live your story or tell your story besides you. So excuse me, I just want to extend that out to you all. To think about that, if that's something that you would like to do, or you have a business or some information that would be helpful, a job fair that would be helpful to somebody. Let's talk about it. Everybody wants to be all quiet and they want to be shy. Don't be shy. Say it, because if it may be not you that may be helping somebody, it may be somebody helping you. That's why I tell you a lot of time when I'm talking, I help myself out. So be like, oh, okay, and you got to help yourself out. You be like, you talking to you. You got to be talking to yourself. But that's what I'm saying. That sometimes that's what you will have to do. So it doesn't mean that you have to be the one that's giving the help. Maybe it's something somebody said or how they handled their situation, how it will help you. But it's all about you being willing and able to open up your heart and open up your mind, and just don't think that everything is done wrong. Because somebody has been dealing with suicidal thoughts or depression or dealing with something that is hurtful and you think it's wrong, you step back. You don't even say that. I don't even know. I can't believe that hey, listen, step back, because you don't, that means they don't need to talk to you. Okay? Because you have people like that. They want to down folks. Oh, why you sit up there and let him do you like that? You don't know what that situation was. You were not there. You was at your own self place doing whatever. So don't criticize somebody else for a situation they have been through. When I hear people saying, yeah, I've been depressed, why am I gonna jump on them for why you depressed? That made you depressed? No. You don't know what caused somebody to do that. It can be a small thing, it can be a big thing. It can be something you don't know what it is. And because you don't know doesn't make it be wrong. So don't judge nobody about something that they have been through or what they have done. And a lot of times people see things growing up. That's the life that the atmosphere that they were around, and so that's what they done things based off of where they was raised or how things were done to them when they were younger, and they just carried that over into something of adulthood. It's just a part of something. Hey, how are you guys? That's a part of things that are that just happens. But us as humans, and especially Christians, stop judging so many people about things they have done in their past, and especially if they're trying to correct it. They're not that person that they used to be, and they're trying to do better. But you still have somebody behind them. I bet they steal stuff. I bet, watch your prayers, girl. And they telling everybody, when they was 18, they stole this and they robbed this and they did that. But what did you do? There's no sin that's greater than nobody than theirs. That person that robbed or stole or whatever, their sin is not less than yours. It's still sin. Like, I didn't know there was okay, this is greater sin on this side and this is less sin on this side. It is not set up like that. Sin is sin. Period. Point blank. Period. Like, that's it. But people take that out of context and just say, oh, well, I didn't do that. All I did was this. But was it still a sin? Yes, it was. Okay, well, don't judge nobody about the stuff that they have done in their past. Again, we've all done something that we probably not even, there's no shame, and we don't just I don't care, I did it. It is what it is. But at the same time, I'm going to point the finger at somebody else. We can't do this. We can't keep pointing fingers at people and saying, oh, you did this. Oh, you did that. That was you. But since you 87 now, and nobody know you did that when you were 18, the stuff you done, and when it came up, well, that was when I was 18, but why isn't it an excuse for you? There is no excuse for you. You still did it. So, and a lot of times things happen because it's a learning curve. Sometimes it's like your kids, you keep telling them to do the same thing. Stop, don't go over there, don't do that. Quit hanging out with that person, don't do all that. And you have to let kids bump their head and just say, hey, okay, well, that shoulda, coulda, woulda. You have to wait till they bump their head and be like, I should have listened to you. Sometimes that just have to happen. You have to just let things be. Don't stress yourself out over stuff that somebody else is doing. Go to sleep. Get you some rest. Okay? Don't be all mad and worried about what somebody else is doing. It's too much. It's too much happening. And life is just taking us so fast. There's a lot has happened. Hey, lady, how are you guys today? I got my package. You need to send me my bill. Okay. Send my bill. But there's a lot of things that people are going through that they are afraid to tell their testimony. Hey, Lynn, how are you guys today? There are a lot of people are afraid to tell their testimony or put their story out there because they're afraid of being judged. And I'm telling you, and I say church folks because we're supposed to not be doing that. We're supposed to be showing the world that this is not the way that we want people to be. That draws people into the church and not away from church. You come to church and you trying to get your life in order, and then you got somebody still nitpicking and judging you on what you're doing and what you got on. Why are you coming then? That makes the person not want to come. Make people feel comfortable when they enter your church doors, whatever it is. Once this quarantine situation is over, I know some people, and we still, keeping it limited when it comes to our services or whatever. But with that being said, when things go back to the way that they were, and hopefully even better, excuse me, allow people to come in with with open arms, because we have been this year. These 4 months, we have been through a lot, like a whole lot. And a whole lot of it's been foolishness, okay? But hey, I ain't gonna talk about that. We've been through a whole lot where it's just been to where people just saying, you know what, I'm over 2020. Like, bro, I know I just said something to you. But I'm sorry, they tried to log me out just then. Okay, so Hold on, y'all. Okay. So you have all these things that are going on outside of the world, and the place where where folks are supposed to come, leave their burdens there, leave all their issues and problems there, and not feel like they got to be judged by what they have done on the outside, and they trying to get their lives together. Why are we being the ones that's judging them for trying to get their lives together? If you haven't done nothing, you lying. That's a sin, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and raise my hand. I'm raising both of them. We've done something that we may not be proud of. Cousin, we may not be proud of, or we've done something that we may be proud of, and just, hey, it is what it is. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, let's just be more open arms and more friendly with people. People have lost their lives, and we're talking about children that have lost their lives behind this virus that we didn't even think, hey, lady, how are you guys? We didn't even think was going to happen. We didn't even see this coming. And it could have been on your doorstep. It could have been in your household. It could have been around you. You could have been trying to bury a loved one, and it has not been the norm. So that's why I say a lot of this little penny stuff, and we judging folks because they want to dye their hair green or whatever. Let them. Hey, who are you? You know, I don't know. Whatever your issue or whatever is, and a lot of people can't let things go because they still hold on to the past. Hey, how are you guys today? They still hold on to the past, and what we have to do as better people, and I'm not going to even put, the Christian, as people, just look at how life has just changed in the midst of just like a few weeks, how things have just changed. Now, ironically, I don't know if nobody else noticed this, but ironically, they have sent out these stimulus checks to people. Not me. We ain't saying nothing, but whatever. They have sent out these checks to the people, and then all of a sudden you start talking about opening up stores again. Why? Because y'all just want that right on back just that fast. And we just so quick, just to go and be. It's just you have to pay attention to a whole lot of stuff that's just been going on. Hey, how are you guys today? You got to pay attention to a lot of stuff that's going on in and outside and around you. Excuse me, staying prayed up. Watching all these things that you have been through, all this stuff. That's why I said this penny and stuff that we just keep just arguing over. You just like, why are y'all arguing? Girl, she didn't like my hair. It was turned, my ponytail was on the left side. She said it looked better on the right side. And we just went off from there. Why does it, who cares? That's your hair. You want to wear it to the left or to the right. You want to wear it to the back, or you don't want to put a ponytail on. Who cares? Like, do what you feel like what you need to do. But don't let yourself be pulled down into some foolishness. And time is winding up. Like, I know we've been saying it since I know I was little. Time is winding up. Everybody better get you. But for real, folks are going to the hospital and they're not coming back out the way that they went in. Everybody is not being cured from this virus. Everybody is not coming out of the hospital. Everybody is not waking up every morning. Everybody is not being able to leave and go to the grocery store and come back home. Everybody is not able to do that. Everybody still don't have activities that they live. You got some people that can't go visit their elderly parents. They can't even go visit their grandparents because they have to make sure they're keeping their distance, their social distancing. But you're blessed. You got everybody in your house. Everybody is doing well. Hey, how are you guys today? Which you lost Sam. Oh, okay. But you have people that have just going through so many different things, but God is still keeping you. He's still holding on to you. So what you arguing with somebody for? What you judging somebody for? If the Lord judged us for every little bitty thing that we do, listen, we'll just be so toe up. Be like, Lord, you gonna judge me on that? We don't think it's big, but it's big to him. I told you we need to start making God more happier, make him smile more. This right here, you don't think he's been trying to get our attention with this virus situation that's going on? You don't think he's been trying to get your attention and telling you, get your life in order? I told y'all a long time ago. I think it was back in October. I think it was October when the tornadoes was coming and here in Dallas, and it was storms coming everywhere, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, it just came out of nowhere. Wind, hail. Yesterday, let me even catch you up to listen, I was at church cooking breakfast, and I was like, what is happening? Like, I'm in here, scrambling up eggs and got sausage over, and I'm hearing, and I was like, is that hell? I'm inside the church, and I'm like, my car outside, but that wasn't the big. But I'm just saying, in the midst of that, that could have been, most of the time when they say it's warm like that and the hail start falling, that there's a lot of, there can be tornadoes happening or whatever. But I'm grateful to God that he still allowed the building to stand in one piece. He still allowed the church to stand in one piece. But at the same time, though, a lot of things that he could have just changed things in the blink of an eye. All this cold weather we've been having, this is April. Why are we still having cold weather in April? Like, what we doing? Like, what's happening? Like, people still wearing winter wear in April. This is not the way this is supposed to be. And we close to the end of it. We got 10 days left. Oh, it's exactly a month to my birthday. But I'm going to let the April Taurus have their moment. I'll be back. In 10 days, I'll be back. But anyway, but that's what I'm saying. Life is just changing in the moment, in a twinkling, just quickly, as fast as it is. And that's why I said anything that you may have problems with, somebody fix those problems. Maybe if you don't know, but you feel like there's a little situation that's going on between you, fix those things, because you don't get a chance once that person is gone. You don't get a chance to say, I'm sorry, I forgive you, please forgive me. You don't get a chance to vice versa. It doesn't go back the other way. These are things that, this is the time now to fix everything that you have been dealing with. Every situation that you feel like you have done, you have wronged somebody, go ahead and make those wrongs right. Go ahead and fix those problems. It's nothing wrong with saying I'm sorry. It's nothing wrong with saying, please forgive me. There's nothing wrong with any of that. If you want, if something happened to you, because who was that? I can't remember. Somebody I was listening to their live the other day. They were saying, people are going into the hospital and they're not even able to talk anymore. So they can't even do anything that's, to verbally tell you anything, because their whole upper respiratory stuff is started dealing with them. They can't even they won't be able to do anything. So fix those problems. You don't know where life is going to take you. Hey, cousin, how are you guys say? You don't know where life is going to take you. You don't know where life is going to take that turn that you think you're going to make that right turn and something change over to the left. People leaving the house, going somewhere and not coming back home. Be grateful for where you are. Tell your parents. I forgot to post it on Facebook. Happy anniversary, belated anniversary that I said that. I'm sorry. I did forget to post that the other day. But life is, listen, 44 years being married, good Lord. Next month it'll be 17 for me and my husband. Hey, how are you guys say? It'll be 17 next month. And anytime you get closer and closer being, in a relationship for a long period of time, you got to be grateful for that. A lot of folks is not making it. How long have y'all been married? Those that's been married, that's on here, how long have y'all been married? What's the length of time y'all been married? I got my cousins, they have been married for 44 years last week. That's a blessing to be still married to the same person for 44 years. Listen. Listen. I'm just saying. Wait a minute, y'all. 42, 56. Okay. I got it. I was over here trying to get some things together. But yeah, you never know where life is going to take you. How long you been married, Lynn? How long you been married? I know some of y'all on here is married. And how long y'all been married? It's not easy. I encourage those that want to do that. Make sure that you're doing it for what you're supposed to be doing. Don't do it because I just want something. I don't want somebody to get, okay. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, I had a notification. Lynn's been married for 8 years. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. She's been married for 8 years. Listen, yes. That's a blessing. Anytime after 5. That's what they say. You get over that hump for 5 years. That's a blessing. 24, Miss Felicia. Oh, my gosh. 24 years. Whew. Listen. God bless you. God bless you. 24 years. Listen. 8 years. Mine's be 17 next month. Good Lord. That's a blessing. You never know. That's what I'm saying. But you don't get married because I just want somebody to grow old with, and we just, pay bill, whatever. No, do it because you actually love that person. This is who God has sent. Rhonda, I ain't playing with you. I do not want to play with you, Rhonda, at all. And you said in counting. Hey, you never know where the Lord's gonna lead. You know, somebody just to pop up and say, "Hey, I wanna go ahead and make this official. I want to make this right. I want to go on and get you. You know, me and you, God sent me to you. Yada yada yada. Let's make this right. Let's do this thing, and you know, let's make life happen. Let's make life great together." Because, you know, it is, I'm not going to lie, it is a very hard task to be married to somebody for a long period of time. We had this conversation the other night at church, Lynn, no. Hey, Miss Stephanie, how long have you been married? How long have you been married, Miss Stephanie? But you got folks that are that may be considering getting married, but make sure you're doing it for the right reason. You're not doing it because we just got kids together and I just want to get married. We doing it because we just know each other. Croshonda! Hey lady, how are you guys today? How long you and your husband been married? See, I came to y'all wedding. I remember that. That was a Saturday morning wedding, a 10 o'clock wedding on the Saturday morning. I remember that one. Me and Croshonda we graduated together. Everybody say we look alike. That was my high school friend back there. She said my friend. Hey lady, how are you guys today? She's still my buddy. We still ain't got together, did we? We still ain't got together. 14, you been married that long? Wait a minute. You been married that long, Croshonda? Ooh, hold on a minute. You got me really thinking now. Listen. Wait a minute. For real? Hey, Miss Judy, how are you? We just talking. I don't talk about a whole lot of stuff, but we're just talking about, yes, we still need to because our kids don't know each other. And mine's, I know, is way growner than yours. Mine's is grown. So, yeah. Okay, I will, Miss Felicia. Y'all, let's pray for Miss Felicia's husband. She has been married for 24 years, and we know the Lord is going to bless him. He's going to heal him. He's going to bring him through this sickness. He's going to bring him out of this situation. They're going to be able to have a testimony to tell somebody else about this testimony, how he overcame this sickness that has hindered his body, and he's going to be better. He's going to come out on top. He's going to be greater than he has been before. Listen, they're going to have 24 plus more years to be married and go on. I told you my cousins, them that has been married for 44 years last week. That is a blessing. So I know God is going to heal him. He's going to bring him out. He's going to bring him through. He's going to bring him through. So y'all, let's just keep Miss Felicia's husband in prayer. But we were just talking about anything that we were just randomly talking. But since my cousin jumped on here, I was telling her to tell her parents, I said happy anniversary. They've been married 44 years. And I was just saying how it's not easy being married, because I was telling one of the young ladies at church the other day, if you don't get married, if you're going to be selfish, you know, this is mine and this is yours and you can't have none, and I bought this for me and this is what I had and my mama gave this to me and you can't get it, none of it, and what? Listen, it's a partnership. You have to, I ain't going to even say 50-50. I'm going to say 100-100. You got to give it 100 of you. And he got to give 100 of him, or vice versa. If he got to give 100 of him and her, y'all know what I mean. But putting your all into it from the jump. So I was just asking how long everybody has been married, and making sure if you're thinking about getting married, you're thinking about getting into a relationship with somebody, and say for the long run, make sure it's something that's beneficial. You know what you want. You know what your standards are. I'm not saying, you know, I've seen one of these celebrity girls, ladies. She had a list that was like, girl, you supposed to be like, she wanted him to have a 401k. They had to have a certain amount in there. He had to be making a certain amount. His job criteria was only between the certain amount of, and then he had to be, I don't know, it was really weird. And I was like, you never said I want hey lady, I got your message. I definitely will. Guys Day, how are you? But you never said how long you been married to Yonder. She had this big laundry list of stuff that she wanted, and I'm just like, where was God in any of that? You never said I want the Lord to send me somebody. I want him to be a spiritual man, God-fearing man. I want him to know who the Lord is. Before you went all off, his bank account got to be this, and he got to have this certain amount in his 401k, and he got to be riding this, and this has got to be his job, and he can't have none of my money. And I'm like, why are you getting married if you don't want him to have nothing that you have? Like, y'all not gonna even be on the same page at all. Like, What's the point? You have to put your all in all into it when you're talking about getting married to somebody, because it's work. It's not gonna be nothing you're gonna be like, oh, it's just gonna be like white picket fence and everything gonna be smiling. Everybody gonna be smiling, waking up, and it's just everything gonna smell like roses when you wake up. No, ma'am, no, sir. It's just not gonna happen. That's just not the way it's gonna be. You're gonna have to put in work. But there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to get away from. And there's a lot of things you're going to have to add into. And now that's why I said, when you go with that mindset or that open heart, open mind of, this is what I want in a relationship. This is what I want from my spouse. This is what I need from my spouse. This is what I would love for the Lord. And when I told y'all a long time ago, when you praying about something that you need from the Lord, pray about exactly what you need. You saying, I need a new car. Lord, he gonna give you a new car. It might not be new to somebody. It ain't gonna be brand new off the thing, but he'll give you a new car. It's newer than what you got. But it can be a new car and it don't even have a motor in it. Like, he'll bless you with stuff. I'm just saying, because people they don't believe that. Girl, I got blessed with a new car, and then 2 weeks later, it's in the shop. Like, that's not... Did you tell the Lord exactly what you need? Guys, how are you? Listen, come on, Miss Felicia, it's work. It is work. You been married 20 years, Tianda? Ooh, y'all scaring me. You can come on, Krishanda. You got to specify. You definitely do, because a lot of folks I want this house. I want all this in my house, and and then when the Lord bless them with it, they can't afford it. Like, what's the point of asking for something that you cannot? You're not even telling the Lord, I want to be able to afford this house. I want a 7-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. I don't know, because I don't want to do all that cleaning. So, but I want it to be over here, and I want to be able to afford it, and I want to be able to pay it off before I turn 50, or whatever. And these are some things. This is how much I want to pay a month, and this is what I want it to look like. You telling the Lord exactly what you need, because he can bless you with this stuff, and it don't be anything. You just be like, Lord, you just gonna bless me with that. But did you tell him exactly what you need? Lord, send me a man. Yeah, he gonna send you one. He ain't gonna want to work. He living out for you. He don't want to take out the trash. He don't want to cook. I'm just saying, because some men, my husband cooks, so I say that. He don't want to cook. He don't want to go to the grocery. He wants you to do everything, and he sit on the couch and watch TV. He gonna send you a man because you just want a warm body to lay next to every night. Is that what you want? He'll send you exactly that. Tell him exactly what you need from him. Lord, I want you to bless me with a God-fearing, a lovable man that loves me for me. He's very social. He doesn't mind doing anything for me or for our children or for my kids or for his kids. He loved me. He loved me for me. He don't care about my past. He don't care about what I've been through. He don't care about where I am now. He loves me for me. He doesn't mind getting up, going to church. We pray every night. We pray together. We do everything together. This ain't no minds and heels. The things that we build it together. This is ours. This is what we done. This is what we're doing. We against us, my husband say, we against the world. And sometimes you have to be like that. It's us against the world. And nobody else can come into your world, because this is your world. This is the world that y'all building together. So that kind of stuff, and people they're sitting and be like, oh, he wasn't no good, girl. He took my money, he took my bank card. When I went to work, he don't trash my house, he don't stole all my TV, he don't did all this. But you wanted somebody to lay next to every night. You didn't tell the Lord exactly what you needed from him. You didn't let him send you somebody. You don't go and look. You don't go look. In the words of Bishop Smith, you don't go look. You let me look. I ain't starting with him. But let me see here. Listen, we trying to do some things, but you don't allow. You tell the Lord exactly what you need. You got to specify exactly what you need, because it folks. I'm telling you, they be getting it and they be like, when you just with. I can't keep up, so let me just stay, because I'm getting confused. You be like, well, what you think I should do? First of all, pray about it. Quit letting just anybody you see. First of all, us as women and the way we was raised, you're not supposed to go and find the man. He's supposed to come and find you. Hey, I'm just telling you what we were taught. You don't let the man, you don't go and look for him. You let him come find you. You let him see you. You don't put yourself all out there and you have to wear the smallest things or the tightest things in order for him to see you. That attraction is supposed to be revealing at a later time, not right then and there. But I know we're in a different day and age where the women go and seek the, I have a problem with women that propose to men. I do. Like, that's not the way it's supposed to be. He is supposed to propose to you. That's just me. But I know some women do it. But hey, if they want to do it, that's on them. I feel like, because it makes it seem like you're not allowing the guy to do what he is supposed to be doing, which is seeking you, finding you. But you have some people that's just not on, oh my, yes girl, we are still working and learning every day, every hour. Yes ma'am, it is. It comes to that point where you just be like, I didn't even know. Like I was telling everybody, next month we'll be married 17 years. And listen, the trials and tribulations, the ups and the downs, the good and the bad, the sickness and health, all of those things. Tell me, girl. Guys, say, girl. Listen. I'm gonna say the music don't stop over here. Listen, all those things happen, and you just try to make sure that God sends you somebody that you need in your life for you and yours to grow. Like I said, to grow old with. But don't do that because I just want somebody to lay next to. I just want to have somebody just to say I got a husband or just. No, come on. Let's do this, and let's do it because you can make mistakes, and we all have made mistakes. But you can make mistakes that are detrimental for you, and you don't know how to overcome that, and it puts you into a depression. What we were talking about earlier, puts you into a depression or puts you into a mindset that you don't feel like you can go on. And some people, they feel like, oh, well, he didn't work out. I'm not gonna ever do that again. I ain't gonna never get married again. I ain't gonna never find nobody. I ain't gonna never do any of those things. And that's not the way, it should be. Did you pray about the situation first? Did you ask God, tell him exactly what you need? Did you let the Lord lead you, lead that relationship? And, I know a lot of us are, and I'm saying us, I'm just going to say us because I don't want to feel like I'm just, because I'm not picking on nobody. But I don't... we got a lot of women that are just they alpha women. Like, they don't want the man to do anything. Hey, lady, how are you guys? We don't want the man to do anything. We just want him to just, sit back and let you take care of everything. That woman that just runs the whole relationship, why? I mean, you got your part to do and he got his part to do. So when he's doing his part, let the man do his part. Don't the man talking and you can't even let the man talk. You talking all over the man. He's trying to say, now he can say, yep, yep. And you just running. We not doing that. We gonna do it like this. Well, where he come? Why he there? Why he there? Just to have one body in the bed or just to pay bills? Why he there? Because if you gonna do stuff without him anyway, what's the point of being married? I'm just saying. I was just saying about that. But that man did not call me back. Huh. He just wasn't gonna call me back. All right. I don't know what else to do about that. But anyway, but yeah, just allow the Lord to send you somebody. Don't be going and I know we're in a different day and age now where, girl, he said I was cute, and you making sure he see you and all the other kind of stuff instead of you allowing him to find you. And a whole lot of time that's where our problem lie in at, because we want to be the man and the woman. And most of the time when we the man and the woman, that's where we come in. Come on now. You got to come off that high horse. Come on down off that, and humble yourself and say, hey, the Lord's going to send me somebody that is going to be great for me. That's going to help me take care of me and my family. What's up? You don't talk. You let me talk. I got this. You don't talk. You let me talk. Listen. I ain't fooling with you today. I am not fooling with you today at all. But as I was stating, I ain't fooling with you. I'm just not. But you're not gonna you allow him to be sent to you for you to be able to have a great relationship and for y'all to be in love and grow together and build some stuff together and come apart as a great couple or whatever. I'm not saying you got to be like, I don't know who got a great relationship like Denzel Washington and his wife or whatever. You got a lot of celebrity relationship or marriages. Let me not just say relationship. You got a lot of marriages that are strong. You just be like, how they be able to be married to them for so long? Hey cousin, how are you guys? You just pop back in, Keisha. What's good, brother Abbott? What's going on? But you have some you have some people that are just like that. That's why a lot of folks, their relationships don't work out because they want to be the man and the woman. They won't allow the man to lead. And if he's not leading as the man, then I don't know what you got, because he's supposed to lead. I'm not saying, a lot of folks got the word problem with the word submissive. I'm not going to go down that road, because I know some people on here that we talk about this all the time. Like, I'm just not doing it. I'm just not going to be submissive. I just ain't got time for it. I'm not going to even talk about that. What I'm saying is allowing the man to lead your family, to lead your house or whatever. And a lot of women do not do that, as if they want to talk, like I said, talk over the man. They won't even allow him to take care of some things. They want to run everything themselves. Okay. I understand. I did mine this morning. I don't got time. I ain't doing that no, not doing that. But you got a lot of people a lot of women like that. Again, I feel like the woman should allow the man to seek her, to find her. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not going to talk about being submissive. I'm not gonna even do that. But I will say that you do have to allow the man to lead. And it doesn't mean that submissive, a lot of it, I don't need him telling me what to do. He ain't my daddy. It ain't about him telling you he trying to be your daddy. But again, I'm not going to talk about that. But you do have people or women that will not allow the man to be the head. Oh, we ain't doing that. You just talking over the man. You just not letting the man do anything. He just sit in the corner and just be a yes man and a yes man. That's all he doing is being a yes man. You ain't got to sit. Listen, come on. Don't let the woman wear, you letting the woman wear the pants. Hey, cousin, how are you guys today? You feel God all through that? I ain't playing with you today. I am not playing with you today. All I'm saying is, as a whole, though, for real, when we're talking about people that's looking for a long living or a long relationship, marriage, let me go with marriage, they're looking for that. They have to be able to stop some things or take away some things or add on to some stuff that and I told you, selfishness. If you're going to be selfish, there's no need in getting married. I've been great. How about you? There's no need in being married if you're going to be selfish, if you're not going to want to share and everything is mine, you don't want to put nothing together, you don't want to grow together as a whole, then there's no need in you doing that. That's why I tell folks that don't have no kids, you want to be selfish. You like to buy stuff on your own. You want your when you get ready to go buy something, you don't want to have to buy that child nothing. That means you don't need to have any children, because you're going to have to buy the baby something. You're going to have to be around. You're going to have to do something. But a lot of folks don't feel like they need to. A lot of folks don't see that. They don't think that that's a part of it. Oh, I'm not doing that. You don't know what you're going to do. A lot of folks, they get into a relationship. I ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. And you find yourself, you be like, they be the main folks. They be saying that they ain't going to do that. I ain't going to ever do that. He ain't going to say that to me. He won't do this to me. He be the first one. I ain't cooking when I get married. We ain't doing this. And you be the first one, baby, what you want to eat tonight? What you want me to cook? I thought you weren't cooking. I did my cooking. My kids is grown now. I ain't doing no more cooking. That man get hungry. What you going to go do? You going there and you going to go cook. Abbott, I'm not talking to you. I mean, some people do. And sometimes in Juanita, the people that go through that, maybe different relationships or whatever, you learn from those relationships and you take what you learned from previous relationships and bring it into the new one. But don't bring that hurt and that all that heartache that person put you through. They're not the same person that you're with, your new person. They're not with you. Don't bring that situation from the previous relationship that's going to hinder the relationship with your new relationship. Does that make sense? I think I said that. You don't want that to hinder it because you're holding on to stuff that this person may have done to you in the past, and you want to bring it to this new relationship, and you feel like that person is that same way. You have to give them that opportunity. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to treat you like your last person, your last relationship did. I'm not going to put you in that same predicament that they did. I'm not that person. I'm a better person, but I have to show you. But it takes a while for somebody to bring their guard down and to feel like, okay, I can trust you with that situation. I can trust you with the money. I can trust you with this or whatever. I can trust you to do more. But when I did trust somebody with that, this is what they took me down to, and I don't want to go down that road again. I don't want to be in that same predicament again. So it's hard for me to but it's going to take some time. And it takes time. Time comes, a lot of stuff, it takes time, especially if you've been hurt. You've been in a relationship where you feel like this keep happening to me, and you just taking your time out. It's no rush into getting into something, because when you're talking about putting your money together, living in the same place with them, paying bills and stuff together, having relations or whatever together, all that changes. Once you start putting relations in it, you start having sex or whatever. I'm gonna say it. Yes, I am. When you start having sex or whatever with each other, where you been?
We've been having sex.
Oh. Oh, okay.
You know what I've been telling you?
Yeah, but I didn't know that was in. Bring me the mail.
It's something for daddy and Darius and all that.
Listen, selfish is what yours is. Listen, he ain't came back yet, Kyle. Let me see. Oh, I guess his stuff out on the couch. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, and what was you? Oh, you say? Good Lord.
Daddy told you about that car?
Baby. So anyway, I'm sorry. Hey, how are you guys today? Brother Miles, how long you and your wife been married? I'm trying to listen. It looked like it was some money over here. I was trying to open it up and find out how much, if it was. Okay? That's what we was trying to do over here. We was trying to see. Brother Miles, how long you and your wife been married? You and Sister Miles. But as I was saying though, you want to make sure that whatever prior relationship you had, you don't carry it over into the new one, because you don't want that person to take on the hurt of somebody else, some other joker, what he done did to you, and you bringing that hurt on to him. It's not fair to him. He wasn't there. He didn't do that stuff to you or any of that. So don't bring that past relationship, that hurt and stuff, over into your new one, because it's going to cause more problems and you're never going to overcome that. Give that person the opportunity. You give everybody a chance. Give them a chance until they give you a reason not to give them a chance. Especially if it's somebody new, somebody you never, hey, how are you, guys? Somebody that you've never been, you don't know what around them. You don't know what they do or whatever. So this will cause the relationship to go down if you bring over that last hurt. And I know hurt people, but give somebody an opportunity to not just take you down that same road that you've been down before, because it can get really hard, and you'll be saying, well, I keep having this same thing, because you thinking what John did. I don't want to talk about John, but I ain't mean to say John, because John is Jumpy Key's son, so I'm not talking about him, okay? But you doing what Ray did, and you bring it over into this new relationship with I don't know, with who? Oh, I thought you said something. With this new person. So you don't want to bring that over into something that has been previously done, and it brings on that hurt. And sometimes you have to just, I've said this before too, a lot of times we need to self-evaluate ourselves. If you're jumping out of one relationship into another one, like within a month, you just trying to, okay, it just jumped, okay. You have to give yourself time to heal and get yourself together before you go into a new relationship. Quit jumping from 3 weeks I was with you, and then 2 weeks later I'm with somebody else, and then 3 weeks later. Come on, you have to start, because you're not giving yourself time to say, hey, let me reevaluate me. Why am I still attracting the same crazy jokers over and over again? In order for me to overcome these same jokers, let me reevaluate me. Let me see where I'm going wrong here, because I keep picking the same kind of folks. I keep going around the same kind of atmosphere that's bringing me the same kind of people. Maybe I need to change where I go. Instead of me going to this grocery store or whatever over here to see somebody, let me go over here to this in a different part of town. And maybe it's something, I don't know. I'm just saying, something of that sort. Maybe you have to change some things up about you and make sure you're ready for a relationship. Because again, if you're not ready for it, just like this is mine, you stay over there, I don't want you over here, you be by yourself, I come when I want you to come, you leave me alone. What's the point? What's the point? You just say, we just gonna be friends. Like, we just gonna hang out and be friends every now and again. That's it. But nothing to say. But if you're looking for a long relationship, somebody you want to be with, long lasting, then yes, you need to reevaluate yourself. Pray to the Lord for some things for him to, and tell him exactly what you need from him to send you somebody. Let the Lord send you somebody. You don't go search. You don't go look. You don't go look. You let them look. Listen, you lame. What you eating? Cereal. It's 7 o'clock at night and you just not eating cereal.
It's my morning actually because I'm actually supposed to get up at this time.
I don't even want to talk about it. So let me stop going to church, right? I didn't say that, Abbott. I'm not even talking to you. I'm not talking to you. You don't even fit this category that we're talking about right now, okay? You don't even fit this. So whatever. So I can't be fast then. No, you didn't get yourself together. You don't look, you let me look. You don't volunteer you let me volunteer you. Listen, I guess his finally showed up. I'm still waiting on a couple of packages I ordered back in early March.
I thought that was your package.
No, this your daddy's. He just asked me about this last night. It finally came. But as I was saying though, yeah, you just make sure that you're not bringing that past hurt or whatever into that new relationship. I ain't playing with you today. I'm not even playing with you today. But you allow that something new. Reevaluate you and get yourself together before you start jumping into a whole nother relationship, because you can keep doing the same thing. That cycle have to break. You have to break that cycle some type of way. And how do you break it if you just keep on drawing the same situation, the same people, coming into the same atmosphere with the same thing? You just be like, oh, I need a different atmosphere. Let me change up some things. Maybe it's the way I look. Maybe it's the way I dress. Do you smile more? Or you more friendly? Or you more social? Like, what are you bringing to the table that's going to change some things about who you are attracting, and not going after the same thing? Sometimes you have to change it up so it won't be in that same, Did you take out that food?
Yeah, I'm putting it out.
Did you put it in some water?
I told you I couldn't put it in that water. I said, I'm fried.
You so fired.
I said, it's gonna come out if I put it in. And you was on the phone, so I said, okay.
Oh yeah, I was talking to them, and he still ain't called me back. I still need him to call me back. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that was for the most part. So we talked about some of everything. Again, if you want to be a guest on God's Day virtually, we do not have to be face to face, but we can make sure it be done virtually. You have something that you would like to change? Come on, yes, change it up. You want to be a guest on God's Day? Let me know. Email me godsday81@gmail.com. Again, GODSDAY81@gmail.com. And we could set something up for you to be on a podcast. And you could also be on Facebook Live, so we could talk about whatever subject you want to. You want to be able to help somebody with depression, schizophrenia, mental illness, suicidal thoughts, whatever the case may be, taking care of a loved one, whatever. You can be a guest. GodsDay81@gmail.com. Email me. I am working on some serious stuff right now. Like some serious stuff I'm trying to get to that I haven't been able to finish up in a while. But you please more than welcome to go to the God's Day podcast and like, share, and follow that podcast. Go on there. Okay. You just let me know when. Listen, I'm gonna have to take time. Ooh. Okay. I got you. But you can go to the God's Day podcast and you can download every episode up until day 1. And you can listen to all the episodes from, I believe it was February. We started back in February with the podcast. And YouTube, you can go to YouTube and listen to prior episodes that are Facebook Live videos. I think I still have more to upload over there. But that's not really official how I want it. But you can still go onto YouTube, and YouTube is Whispers in the Pews. The podcast is God's Day. So go to the God's Day page on Facebook, like, share, and follow on Facebook if you have not already. The link is at the top. You click on that link. It's like Linktree. You click on that link. It's going to show you every social media platform that God's Day is on, and so am I. And you can click on there, and it's going to take you to that. Download those episodes. Listen to them. We all quarantine. You listen to them in your free time. You cleaning up. you sitting around the house, whatever, listen to these episodes. Add your comments, your reviews. Let me know what you think. Email me. Let me know what you think about any of these things that we have talked about. You have a subject you want to talk about, but you don't want to be a guest? Send it to me. Tag me in it. Let me know what's going on. Let's go out there and let's share. Let's help. Let's support. Let's be there for each other as much as we possibly can. Virtually, let's make sure we're keeping our social distancing. I'm saying that, but keep our social distancing, the 4 to 6 feet or whatever, and let's make sure that we're keeping our hands washed. We're washing our hands, and we're making sure that we're staying in contact with our loved ones and making sure that everybody is good and praying for each other. Also, don't forget to pray for Miss Felicia's husband that is not feeling well. He has been sick for a while, so let's keep him in prayer and keep her in prayer as she has as a spouse, a caregiver, and having to be there for him. Let's make sure that they've been married for 24 years. My Lord. 24 years is a long time, but let's keep them in prayer. What you mean?
I'm gonna be 24.
You talking about me being next month it'll be 17.
Yep, and I'm gonna be 24. So when I turn 24, y'all gonna be 25 years, maybe 25.
I think it's gonna turn 25 before you turn 24. But anyway. We're going to put a limit on it with you. You get a limit, okay? I have to put you on a limit. 24 years is a long time. That's a long time. Tiana been married 20 years. Lynn said she been married 8. It was somebody else. My cousin and them have been married 44. Excuse me. Sister in love, you still on here? How long you and my brother been married? I know about 26, 27, I think. Let me see. How long y'all been married? There you go, 25. Woo! Listen, 25 years in June. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. I told him it's not easy being married. It's not easy. But it's great because you get a chance to share your life with somebody else and you know, do some things together. So it's a wonderful thing to do that. But I'm just saying, a lot of people get in it for the wrong reason, and make sure you get in it for the right reason. Don't be getting in it just to say you married or just to say I just wanted to do this just to do something. That's not fair to the other person. Let's not do that. That's not fair to them. But you have a lot of people that do that and they don't even care about the other person's feelings. So don't hurt nobody's feelings, because you got one person that may be in it for the long haul and the other person may not be. So let's just make sure that we stay on, we treat marriage as sacred as it's supposed to be. And as loving as it's supposed to be, and how much you care about your spouse, your significant other, making sure that you're there for them. And again, it is hard work, but again, if anything that's worth working for, that's hard like that, it's worth staying with. It's worth going through the trials and tribulations together. You building this stuff together. You building that relationship together. You know, and everybody else want to tell you how long, you know, he ain't gonna be right for you. You know, he gonna do this to you. You know, he gonna do that. No, he did that to you. That doesn't mean he's gonna do you like that. So keeping your, I didn't know what that was.
What?
Lord, I'm grateful. Epic. I'm sorry, I just heard that. I was like, listen, God first. Come on. Yes. You wrote me good. I'm still kind of hoarse. You do? You need a shower. They should put an expiration date on marriage license. You fired, okay? You know he did. I don't know. Yeah. Ain't nobody putting no expiration date on marriage license, sir. Because you're supposed to, when you say I do, you're supposed to be in it for the long haul. So it don't need an expiration date. You know, we not supposed to divorce anyway, so come on. You better come on, sing this song, sir. Yes. 25 years. Listen. God first, as my sister-in-law said. God first. Okay? You got to make sure that he's ahead of it. That's why I say pray about all that and ask the Lord to send you somebody that's this. Even men, pray about what kind of wife you want, what kind of woman you would like to spend the rest of your life with. You know, you got to have that. If you don't have God in your relationship ahead of everything, then what you got? What you got? You ain't got nothing. He's supposed to be in the front of it. To come on to death do you part. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. To death do you part. That's the expiration date. Just so you know, that's the expiration date. It's not while you here. This is not, oh, you know what, our marriage license expire in 3 years. No, it don't. It's not like your license. It lasts 6 years or however long they supposed to last. It's not like that. No, at all. So don't think that it's not going to have expiration dates on there. You don't get a chance to go down there and renew it or anything because it's supposed to be a lifelong thing. This is something that's supposed to be happening until death do you part. Okay? Period. Now, okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. To death do you part, that's your expiration date. Until that time come, you won't go downtown and get no renewal. You don't go down there and do all that. You stay from down there. We don't want them people in our life at all. You say what?
You said stay from down there.
Stay from down there. I'm just saying. He's about to lift your hands. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't even thinking about you. Listen, I'm just saying, your expiration date is your death date when it comes down to your marriage. Period, point blank. We that conversation has ended about the expiration date. Don't play. Don't play. Listen, it's a lot that goes on. There's a lot of people that, they just in it just to say, I just want to change my last name. I just wanted somebody just to, you just taking any type of joker. No, make sure that's the same thing, and the Lord sent him. Make sure, listen, that he sent him. You can hear it now. Put that in the trash.
Ain't no bag.
Oh, yo. Ain't nothing in the pantry?
Nope. What?
Listen, I'm just saying, make sure that that's something God has sent it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Before I say I do. I mean, that's quite frankly up to you. I think it should be at least a year. That's just me personally. I think it should be at least a year. 10 years. What you?
Years?
I'm about, no.
What did he say?
How long should I date then before I say I do? At least a year.
He said 10 years?
10 years. But that could have been a marriage then. You could have been married 10 years. At least a year, I feel like. At least a year. Everybody may feel different about that, but I feel like at least a year you should be good. 10 years. 10 years, child. Come on, John. Been the father of 16 children. Everything wasn't going smooth all the time.
But I hear David saying that.
Yeah, though I walk through the valley, let me know that every circumstance or situation is not gonna last always. How many believe the Lord God is gonna sing all right? Hallelujah, hallelujah. Yeah, that's that old school judge. That's that old school right there. No 10 years. No, a good year, a really good year would be fine. What you need a prenup for? Come on now. You know this is my jam right here. I love some old school jam. Oh, I like new jam too. One of these moments, I said it won't be very long. You're gonna look for me, and I'll be going on home. I'm going up to glory. That's where I'm gonna sing and shout. Where you know your mama will be able to put me out. It will be alright. Hey, come on, John. Tennessee, yes, sir, Jesus. Yeah. We'll be alright. Yes. Come on, John. Keisha, don't start now. You know how I feel about this. Yeah. I was born in Durham, North Carolina, outside the county line. Learned at an early age that Jesus was a friend of mine. 15 child out of 16 children, and my mother and father were there. I learned at an early age that Jesus really cares. Yeah. I'm still hoarse. I got this raspy voice. I sound like I smoke cigarettes something. That's the way it felt to me, like I smoked cigarettes. I let Holland yesterday. No, sir. I really need a witness. When I make it to the city, it will be all the Sopranos. You don't need no prenup. There's no prenup. What if she got more than you in the relationship? You gonna want to try to take that. So why got to be you? They got to have more. Nope. Yeah, all right. Just wait. Hey. Come on, Jack. Yeah. Yes, wait. Wait a minute. Hey, this is my part right here. Boom, boom, boom. Hey. It's as loud as go. We're gonna make it. I can't wait till it gets to my favorite part. To the swift, nor to the strong. But he couldn't do it all the day long. I'm working for a prize. I've got to reach a goal. Here go my part. It's alright. It's alright. I gotta see Jesus for myself. I don't get no help. He's my Savior, my God. The Lord is with me. He's by my side. Down on my knees when trouble rise. I ask the Lord to be my God. He's with me when I'm up. He's with me when I'm down. One thing about my God, He always around. It's alright. Come on, my keeper, my deliverer, my savior. It's alright. I got the power from on high. It's power. It's alright. Yeah. Come on, Judge. Get excited about little stuff. Hey, Ari, what's up? Yes. Alright. Jesus will make it right. Hallelujah. That ad-lib, that after the song. Yeah. Come on, Judge. You that little person? You gonna get in your shoulders. I love that song. That'll never get old to me. Listen, that is my jam right there. I love me. You know how I feel about Jumpy Key. I can't wait till they start allowing tours and stuff because he's gonna be coming back. He's gonna be coming back. I have to make sure he come to Dallas. But anyway, Abbott, no prenup is needed. There's no mine and yours. There's no paperwork that needs to be signed before you get married. If you love that person enough, you're going to trust whatever happens later on in life, which will be great and amazing things until death do you part, which is the expiration date that we talked about, okay? So, no prenup is needed. If you need that, what if she gets more than you and you going to want that? So, you're going to try to fight on that, be like, oh, she did better than me, or you're going to need what if you get low sick? I know how you feel about sickness and health, but what if you get low sick and then she cannot, you're going to need her low sick situation to take care of you. What if she divorce you if you get low sick and then you don't have anything because now you low sick and you can't work, you don't have any benefits or whatever. Then what? What if the shoe was on the other foot? I always think about that. How would that be if the shoe was on the other foot? What if you were the one that's in need and that person is not? Just say it. No. Hey, that 5. I mean, hey, listen. I will say, I think we dated some years before we got married. We did. But I'm just saying, if you're, I think the least amount of time is a year. Waiting 10 years to get married, now you could have been married by now. How long do you need to know if you want to marry somebody? How long do you need? You should know. 10 years, you should know. Before, by 5, at least between 3 to 5 years, you should know if you want to marry this person. Why 10 though? 10 is too long. You could have been married 10 years by then. Not doing sickness and health. You go lay down. You go in there and lay down. Go in there and lay down. Okay? Because that's just way too much. I shall see him for myself. Yeah. Come on, John. In the air. Listen. Oh, I didn't know he was going to say listen to. 3 to 5 years, you should know if you want to be spending the rest of your life with somebody. 10 years is too long. No, you don't need no prenup. Y'all building stuff together. Hey, Miss Tracy! Guys, hey. You welcome me. Come on, John. But you don't need 10 years to decide if you need somebody. In sickness and health, what if you're the sick person? How many years you and the relationship dated? Oh, how long was it? You gonna make me there. Was it 5? Somewhere along in there. 4 or 5 years before we got married. That's why I say the least amount of time is a year. 10 years is too long. But by then, yeah, if he ain't already told you that, what I said, okay, listen, we've been doing this for 4, 5, whatever, however long it was. We got to change some. I had to put my foot down. We've been doing this for long enough. What we doing? Like, where we going? We doing this or we not doing this? So by then, I did have to go ahead and put my foot down and say, it's been well enough. Like, what we doing? So that's when we went into the whole getting married situation. So, but 10 years? No. Give me my robe. Come on, John. Dress it down in white. Yes. He might come and get me tonight. Yeah. Yes. Listen, y'all know how I feel about Pastor Key. Will you be ready? This man did not call me back. I needed some help and he did not call me back. My God. But that's what I'm saying. Prenup is not needed. You build your situation together, your relationship together. The materialistic stuff, the bills, the whatever, money, you build all that together. You do not need a prenup. Like, for what? Because now it's starting to say, well, if this don't work out, it's like you're planning for it not to work out. That's the way I see that. So, and what if the person you got end up getting more or having a better situation than you, and then you just like, I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda, because now I could have kind of grew from that or drew from that. You have to look at it on the other side of the fence too. Because it could be the way you thinking, that person could be thinking that same way, but you could be the down person, the person that's at the bottom of the totem pole, and you need to be, you need the help, or you need the assistance or whatever. You need somebody to be there for you, but you already got your mind made up. If they get sick, they gotta go. What if it's you? Would you want them to tell you you gotta go if they get sick? In sickness and in health, to death do you part.
Who asked them about that? Lynn or asked?
The second one. The second one. I'm just saying, because a prenup is the prenup is not needed. I mean, I know some people may feel a way about it. They may be in their feelings about it. But if you're going into a marriage with the mindset that we're going to make it, and we're going to make it